Hi and welcome back to another catch up with me video, you guys. I enjoy doing these videos. Unfortunately, this week's catch up with me video does not have a whole lot to offer because I just don't have a whole lot to share with you. So at first I said, well, you know what? I'm just not going to do a catch up with me video at all. But then that little voice said, no, Michelle, we're not doing that. Remember, if you don't have anything to do but share my planner layouts and what video I think you all should watch this week, if that's all I have, which essentially is all I have, truthfully, then you know what, so be it. However, here I am, and it's funny because even as I'm doing my catch up with me video, I am watching, what is this? Ghost Rider on Netflix. So this is at the very beginning, so that's what I'm doing, watching Ghost Rider on Netflix. So here's my planner layout for the week. This is my thin planner layout, simple to the point, cute, and I like it because number one, is not a whole lot of room for a bunch of stickers anyway. And then here is my classic size planner for the week. And again, this is simple to the point, not a whole lot, of stickers and what have you. And I'm quite all right with that too. So, next on my list here is, oh, y'all, let me tell you, over the weekend, I finally was able to watch Kong Skull Island. I think that's what it's called. I was finally able to watch that. I have been wanting to see that movie ever since it came out at the movies, and I didn't take the time. Notice I said I didn't have the time. I didn't make the time to go see it at the movies. But I was finally able to see it. I purchased it on YouTube because, it's funny how when you only look at certain YouTubers that you subscribe to, you miss a whole bunch of other stuff on YouTube. But they do have movies that you can purchase and or rent. I decided just to go ahead and buy it. And only because I realized, once you rent it, you have so many days that you have to watch it. This way I have it. When I want to look at it again, I can do that. Because sometimes I do, have movies I like to look at again. So I was able to sit down and do that. And I truly enjoyed the movie. What I learned from watching that movie is sometimes it's best to leave well enough alone, okay? And I love me some Kong because oh my goodness, he is just awesome and amazing. Can I just say that? And if you haven't seen the movie, I suggest that you watch it, okay? So that's that. Next on my list, oh, you guys, probably I was thinking Tuesday, but no, I think more like Wednesday. Be looking out for my video. I did a video where I did a walkthrough of my 2020 vision book because it dawned on me that I never did that, and I said I was going to do it. I just never again made the time, like the air quote, I never made the time to get it done. Well, you guys, it is done. I'm super excited about it. So look for that on Wednesday. I will have that edited and uploaded for you guys to check it out because I want you to see my vision book. Now, if you know me, then you know I am not against vision boards. I'm not. They just don't work for me. Because again, in order for me to have, I think I've shared this with you guys before, but if I haven't, for me to have a vision board is nice. But here's my problem. That board is going to be located in some central space, wherever that may be. And once I walk away from that board, my vision is here, but I'm someplace else. By me having, in fact, I have it right here, by me having my vision book, then I can take this with me everywhere I go. I take this to work in my work bag, and every now and then I actually open it up when I'm on the subway, and I flip through it because things that I want to accomplish this year, it's in this book. And I won't do a complete walkthrough because I show you now because you'll see it on Wednesday. But I have tabs of different things in here, and this is how I stay organized. But also, because I think I look at it like this, with a vision board, once I post my pictures on that board, they're just there. I don't have any room to write. It's just a bunch of pictures. I'm a visual person, so having the pictures is great, but I like to write things out as well. That's just the way my mind works. So for me, just posting a picture is not going to remind me of what it is. Well, it'll remind me of what I want to do, but it doesn't break down the process that I want to take to get to that particular result, if that makes sense. So this is why I like having my vision book, because I can write down my vision. And just like just like the book Draw the Circle by Mark Batterson. Well, I read that book twice. We did it as part of our church-wide Bible study at church, but I read it twice on my own. And let me just show you this real quick. I just printed out the cover of the book, and you see I have my circles and I have things written in here. So just having a picture of the book, Draw the Circle, that's great. But I need to see why I wrote that down. So I have things that I have specifically written out that I am praying for. These are my circles for my family, finances, and my business is what these are. So this is just one. I have other pages, of course, but I wrote down things in each circle that I'm praying for. And I even got specific to write out specifically what I'm praying for various things. And so that's just the way my mind works. But if doing a vision board works for you, then I say go for it. I have nothing against it. I think they are great. I've seen YouTube videos where people have several vision boards. Like they have a vision board for their business. They have one for their finances. They have one for their goals, their dreams, and aspirations, and all that other good stuff. Again, there's only but so much wall space. So that just does not work for me. So I cannot wait for you guys to see the walkthrough of my vision book. So again, look for that on Wednesday. And excuse me, y'all, my sinuses are draining. Also, I wanted to give you guys an update on my new truck. So if you remember, and I'll make sure I post that video somewhere up here, but if you remember, about a week or so ago, I did a vlog showing you guys that I said it was my last vlog with my baby, right? Well, and this is a long story, but I'm going to sum it up for you. So what happened was when I went over to the dealership, and my sales guy, his name is Kenneth Pankey. Y'all, this man is awesome. Can I just tell you that? He is super, super awesome. This is the third vehicle that I purchased from him. The man is just downright awesome. So they went through several banks because what he was trying to do was to get a bank. Okay, let me say this. I still have 16 months left to pay on my 2015 Equinox because it was a 72-month loan. The problem is the engine is dead. It's gone. It's finished, okay? So the problem that he was having was trying to find a bank that would assume the balance of the loan on that 2015 so that I could use it as a trade-in to get a 2020 vehicle. And no bank, not one bank, wanted to take that loan. They said, hey, we don't mind working with you. We don't mind, financing a new vehicle, but we don't want that. So what does that mean? Well, that means that now I'm going to be stuck with 2 car notes. Okay, not one, but 2 car notes. Because, like I said, I have 16 months left on the 2015 Equinox, and that's fine because I have sat down and put pen to paper to figure out how I'm going to get that car paid off between now and December. My goal is December. If I have to do it in January, so be it. But my goal is to get that car paid off as soon as possible. So I just, without overburdening myself, I said December, but it may be January, but I don't know. So we'll see, okay? So that's where we are. So, Ken came back and he had to say, look, unfortunately, no bank wants it. And I can understand that because what are you asking? You're asking them to take on the balance of the loan on the vehicle, and then you're saying, hey, by the way, if you take on the balance of the loan on that vehicle, then now you're going to have to put out money to get an engine just so you can try to sell it and make your money back. And no bank wanted to be bothered with that. I was in my feelings just a little bit, but then after I thought about it, I said, well, Michelle, would you want that? And I thought, okay, you know what? Fine. I get it. So Having said all of that, I now have a 2015 Chevy Equinox as well as a 2020 Chevy Equinox. It's not necessarily what I wanted, but because I still have the balance on the first Equinox, of course, it starts to get into that whole debt to income ratio thing. And that's okay because, I can understand that. Like I said, the sooner I get that paid off, Ken said, look, come back, see me in 6 months to a year. I'm going to get you out of that 2020 Equinox and get you into what you really wanted, which was the 2020 Chevy Blazer. But God is so good because guess what? When I come back next year, I'm going for the 2021. Okay? Unless I can get a really good deal on the 2020, in which case I will go ahead and take that as well. Now, this also means that I will be in a better position to get the one that I truly want because I love, now having had a sunroof, I love sunroofs, and so I really, really wanted the one with the sunroof, but I think that one was going for like 43, 46,000, I think it was, and without the sunroof, I want to say it was like 35, 36. So I think if you're going to pay for a car note anyway, get what you want, okay? So having said all of that, I now have, like I said, both vehicles. The 2015, I am working my butt off, and I have a lot of butt to work off to get that paid off sooner rather than later. And then, like I said, I'm going to take and trade in the 2020 a year from last Saturday and get what I truly wanted, which was the Chevy Blazer. So that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I just got a message, and I need to take care of that. But I'll do that once I'm done. So anyway, so that's that. And I just wanted to give you all an update. I do appreciate those of you that reached out to me and said, Michelle, I'm so sorry, to hear this. Oh, and the other thing is I did reach out to General Motors headquarters to file a complaint about that. And the young lady I spoke with, she said, I can see every time you took your car in for maintenance. And I thought, well, how in the world can she see that? All I gave her was my cell phone number. Well, you'd be surprised what they can pull up with just your phone number, okay? So she can see every time that car, the Equinox, has gone in for an oil change, for any kind of maintenance. So I've always done my scheduled maintenance, never missed any of that. So she said, you're right, there was never a recall sent out. I said, yeah, but I have a mechanic telling me that he looked up in some system and it shows that for that 2015 Equinox, that particular engine has had a lot of problems. So I don't know why a recall was not sent out by General Motors. However, and because I'm going to stay on them, I left a message, and I know they're working with limited staff because of COVID-19, but I'm going to follow up on later on today to say, hey, I left a message, y'all forget about me, because my goal is, y'all, fingers crossed, pray for me, pray, because I'm praying hard too, that they will say, you know what, we see that you are a valued customer, because I come from a Chevy family, and we've always purchased Chevys, and so I'm hoping that they will say, hey, you know what, we are so sorry that this will slip through the cracks, and offer to purchase an engine for the vehicle. If not, then I do have some money that's kind of tied up in something right now. So July, it will free itself up, and I will just take that money and just go purchase an engine for the 2015 so I can keep it moving, because I do love it. Other than the engine problem, guess what? There's nothing wrong with it. I have the My Chevy app on my phone, so I can look at it, and like I said, other than the engine, it's fine. Well, the two tires on the passenger side need a little air. I did get a notice actually yesterday saying that the tire pressure was a little low, because it tells me all of that great stuff. Excuse me. So I do want to get it out there on the road. So anyway, that is the update for that. The video that I want you guys to do me a huge favor, and I'm going to link it down below. I want you guys to check this video out because it is so powerful. And the name of the video is simply this: I can, I will, I must. Y'all, that's powerful. Let me say that one more time. I can, I will, I must. And it's by Alex Kaltz, I guess that's how you say his name, Alex Kaltz Motivation, and it's featuring C.T. Fletcher. I think that C.T. Fletcher is a phenomenal individual. Sometimes the stuff that comes out of his mouth is kind of like, whoa, I probably would have said that, but he's just being who he is, and so I love that about him. But this video is so powerful, and he talks about how he's had to endure open heart surgery just a few years ago. And he's still been out there competing, because I don't know that he's necessarily a power lifter or does more strongman stuff, but he talks about he shares the story about him wanting to compete, and he tried 700 and something on the bench and he didn't get it. He said, but he was so excited, and folks were like, CT, why are you excited? You didn't get it. He said, you don't understand. He said, I had open heart surgery, last year. I'm not sure what time. I think it had been a year at least at that point. And the doctors told me that I couldn't do this. Doctors told him if he tried to do it, that it was going to bust the valve in his heart and it was going to kill him right there in front of all of those people. But he said, you know what? I've been training for this. I'm going for it. And he went for it. He didn't get it, but he was excited nonetheless. And it made me think about all of the times that I've done powerlifting competitions where that third attempt is always an attempt that my coach is going to give me, that I have to really, really, really push hard for. I may not get it. It's not a number that I've done at all in the gym or otherwise, but it's a number that he believes that if I really push, I can get that number. Many times I've gotten it, but sometimes I didn't get it. But I was still happy because I attempted it. And I just feel like when you don't attempt things in life, you just kind of sit back there always scared, and you don't want to try new things. Get out there and try stuff. But let me give you some takeaways from this video that I wanted to share with you all. CT says greatness cannot be achieved without obsession. Okay? If you want to be the best, you must be obsessed with it. You can't get away from it. He said, I know a little bit about getting to the top. I also know about falling from the top. He said, no longer do I ask the Lord, why me? This is powerful right here. He says, now I thank him for choosing me to be the one to not die, but to deliver this message to you. Y'all, that's powerful. And let me put a pin right here, because oftentimes, many times I've sat here and I said, Lord, and I've had my little crying sessions, and I said, Lord, why me? Why did you have to burden me with having seizures? What did I do to deserve this? I go to church, I read my Bible, and I live the way that I'm supposed to live. And I try to be a good Christian. Do I cuss on occasions? Yeah, but all in all, I try to be a good Christian. Why me? But when I heard CT say that, I said, this is powerful. So now I don't have those sessions anymore. I thank God for using me to be able to go out and talk to other people, to say, hey, life's going to happen suddenly, but you don't have to be down and out unless you choose to. Okay? That was powerful. He says, you can't out determine me. He said, you can't out will me. You can't out want me. You can't out work me. He says, you can't out desire me. Y'all, that's powerful. That's powerful right there. Let me say that one more time. He says, you can't outwill me, you can't outwant me, you can't outdetermine me, you can't outwork me, you can't outdesire me. That's powerful when he tells you that you can't outdo him in any of those areas, because he's been down and out. And he wants those things, whatever that thing is, he wants it bad enough that he's going to go out there and work for it. And all I'm saying to you is, you need to do the same thing, okay? That's powerful. And so the takeaway from this video is this: effort is everything. Did you hear what I said? Effort is everything. And even if you don't make that attempt, you don't get that job, you don't get that contract, you don't win that case, all that matters is that you put in the effort and you made the attempt. Did y'all just hear what I said? Effort is everything. And even if you don't win, even if you don't get whatever it is that you want, what matters is that you made the attempt and you put in the effort to get there. So I want to leave you with this. I want you to make this week amazing on purpose. I want you to go out there, create something awesome. Create something great. This is the time for you to start your business. This is the time for you to start writing that book. You know, that one that you keep saying you're going to write and you never seem to write. This is the time to start writing that book. And even if you don't do anything but decide what your table of contents is going to be, that's fine. That's a start, but you need to get started. And then this is the time for you to start revamping your business. If you have a business and let's say it's not going well, now is the time for you to sit down and figure out what can you do different. Figure out what's worked for you. Figure out what hasn't worked. And then after you look at those two things, that's when you decide what you're going to do going forward to make that business work. And I promise you, you will thank me for it later. Okay, that's all I have, you guys. I want to say thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love each and every one of you, from the bottom to the top and everything in between. And y'all know the drill. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing at all. And I want to say also, I love you all no matter what. I love you when you're going up. I love you when you're coming down. I love you when you're going in. I love you when you're coming out. But most importantly, I love you when nobody else even likes you. If you can sit down and say, or you think that nobody likes you, honey, don't worry about that, because Michelle will always love you. Do you hear me? Good, bad, or indifferent. I'm always going to love you, and I'm always going to have your back. Until next time, take care.